Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on a journey in light. My name is Joy. Hello. So today's Pick a Card at Love Tarot reading. We are going over the current feelings for you. How's your person, the person on your mind, currently feeling for you, or feeling about you, thinking about you, feeling about the connection, and anything else that wants to come up. Anyone that's watched me for a while, you guys know that I'll share all the random interesting information I get from my guides for you guys, because it's always meant for somebody. So we have 3 piles per usual. I picked the 2 of Cups. Maybe I'm feeling in a lovey mood, I don't know. But I decided to pick the 2 of Cups for our opening cards from each of these different decks. So I hope you're really drawn to one of them. The key point with this is trusting your intuition, kind of closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, going wherever you really feel drawn to, even if it's not your normal pile. I feel the need to say that to somebody. You know, really just sit with yourself, sit with your intuition, think about your person, and ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask your guides, what do I need to hear? What do I need to understand? And go with wherever you're being drawn to the most. It could be the number, the opening card, the image, the crystal, whichever, something I say, I don't know, as I'm introducing the piles. So keep that in mind, and always remember these are general readings, so you're going to have to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. A lot of people do watch these readings, and I do my best to connect with a lot of different energies and kind of clearly as I can sort through that and give you guys a beautiful reading touching into what's going on. So pile 1, we have the Orion Animal Tarot, and this is the 2 of Cups from it, and beautiful image of 2 penguins here, and we have this beautiful rainbow moonstone heart for pile 1. Pile 2 is the Santa Muerte Tarot. It's the 2 of Cups, and I have this paired with this beautiful golden obsidian. It's an obsidian with a golden cast to it. For pile 2. Pile 3, we have the Naked Heart Tarot. This paired with this carnelian heart. Very realistic heart chambers here in this image, kind of connected here. So that is pile 3. That is the back of the card. So again, guys, take a moment. You know, there's no need to rush this. Sit with yourself, honor your intuition, and really just go with wherever you're drawn. If you're feeling really torn between 2 piles, there could just be messages for you in each pile. Totally fine. Feel free to watch more than 1 pile. You can watch different piles for different people. Maybe you guys have a bunch things going on. You know, that is up to you guys. So this is your reading to tune into, tap into, using your discernment to decide what's right for you and what's and let anything that isn't for you go. Again, respecting that maybe not everything fits, and that's okay, and that part of the reading is for somebody else. Totally fine. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And again, these readings are meant to offer guidance and insight for you to help you make decisions about whatever you're trying to figure out within your relationship. So keep that in mind as well, guys. So 1, 2, and 3, the timestamps will be in the description box below, or the pinned comment when I remember to pin it. I do my best to remember that. For some reason, it always escapes me. And a special thank you to anyone who has watched me for a long time, or even since I started this channel 5.5 years ago. I know I've fluxed and ebbed and waned with the being consistent or putting a bunch of readings out or not. I kind of have to follow my own life and the energy, and you know, I do my best to get you guys readings several times a month. Sometimes it's several times a week, again, depending on what's going on in life. But I'm hoping that you guys know that I do appreciate all your support and your continuing of supporting this channel, supporting me. I am still doing personal readings, even if I'm not putting out readings as much. Remember that there are 5.5 years of readings on this channel, and they are, most of them, 90-something% of them, are timeless. So if you're ever in need of guidance, insight, just go through any of the playlist, find a reading that looks and feels right for you, and go with that, because again, time isn't linear, guys. So, you know, it doesn't matter when it was recorded. If you're drawn to something, just watch it. There's probably a message for you there. So, and I'm doing my best to put readings out for you guys, but life be life, and friends. So again, 1, 2, and 3, and then I will see you at your pile. I'll leave these up for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen. All right. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely pile ones. We are going over how is your person currently feeling about you, the connection, and anything else that wants to come up. You guys were drawn to the Orion Animal Tarot. We have this beautiful 2 of Cups, as well as this Rainbow Moonstone Heart. So we're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But for those of you that do love the energy check-in, let's start there. So the point of this is for something, if not all of it, to ring true for you or your situation, or just something should hit home for you to be like, okay, I'm in the right spot. But let's see. Ooh. Energy check-in pile 1. That one wanted to come right now. Energy check-in pile 1. And sometimes all of this goes together really well. Sometimes it's just bits and pieces, but again, depends on how many of you guys are in this pile and what needed to come out for who. The universe works in crazy ways that way. All right, energy check-in pile 1. Energy check-in pile 1. Let's get one more. Energy check-in pile 1. I need a bigger side table. All right, let's see. So we have codependency. So there could feel a bit like chained to this person. Maybe there feels like there's some cords, something going on. There could be codependency within you two or within the connection somewhere. Maybe this person is codependent on something else, someone else. It doesn't just have to be a person. It could be something else going on. Take it for how it fits. If it does, it's a number 32, could be relevant. We have Uranus, which is associated with Aquarius. It says change and liberation. Uranus is known in astrology as the awakener. It represents your drive to be different and to bring radical change. Number 9. We have abandoned, left behind, hurt, triggered. So some of you guys could be dealing with that feeling, or there could be abandonment issues within the connection on one or both sides as well. We do have kind of this ship, a boat on the water could be relevant as well. It kind of looks like it's rusted over. I feel like the rust is important for somebody. All right, we have hammer, sabotage and rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive persistence, and working on it. So there could have been some self-sabotage, maybe rebuilding after a period of that. We have thief, number 24. So someone could maybe quite literally be a thief, or someone felt like someone stole something from somebody else. Someone ran away with something. The number 24 could be important for that card. We have protected. You are safe and divinely guided. So even with all this kind of interesting energy going on, you do feel highly protected and divinely guided. And then we have new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. With this thief in the prosperity, someone could have lost something. Maybe someone didn't physically steal it, but someone felt like something was taken from them. Something along those lines. So interesting energy. I'm not going to dive too much deeper into that. If you feel like you're in the right spot, let's jump into this. All right. And just because this is interesting doesn't mean this can't be beautiful, you know. There is always that as well. I am going to put this 2 of Cups back into this pile to see if it comes back out. 2 of Cups is such a beautiful card. It's, you know, seen as a soulmate card in love readings, but it also can just be mutual respect, honoring someone, just being on the same page with someone. See, when someone like basically speaks to your soul kind of vibe. So that's kind of why I went with the 2 of Cups today. So, but let's see. How is pile 1's person feeling about them? And again, this is the Orion Animal Tarot. Pick some of my favorites for this reading today. All right. Woo. First out, we have a Knight of Cups. So this is very romantic energy. This is dating energy. This is knight in shining armor energy. It's nice to come out right away in this reading, but we'll keep going. We have the Death card, so Scorpio energy, transformation, death, and rebirth. We have the Four of Cups, so possible rejection or missed opportunity. I have to get all the cards out to get a better thing. We have the Star that wanted to come out with the Nine of Swords. Hope and optimism even through anxiety and sleepless nights. It's like the feeling of hope is keeping this alive. What a beautiful image. The downside of using decks I really like, I'm going to get stopped by imagery this whole reading. So jellyfish may be important for some. I feel like someone has a stunning like jellyfish tattoo or something. All right, let's clarify so we can get our story in. We have an Eight of Swords. Okay. We have the Lovers. So Scorpio, Gemini energy, Aquarius energy. Page of Cups. Two of Pentacles. And the overall energy is the Hanged One or the Hanged Man. So the overall energy being this Hanged One, there could be a pause in this relationship, or this person could be struggling to find their way through is what I'm hearing, or trying to look at something from a different angle. There is transformation in this connection going on and in this person's heart. There's a lot of, I mean, it does lean into this, but in a different way. So when this person, how it comes towards their feeling for you, there is feelings, there's romantic feelings, there's, I'm hearing, I guess divine love, but the way it's being said is divinity love, and I have no idea why it's being said that way. Some of the messages, some of the words aren't proper words or proper phrases, so I'm always trying to interpret for you guys. Because most of you guys know I read classically, but intuitively as well. There is a limiting belief around what this person is able to do. So maybe for some of you, there is like a third party or a restriction that makes this person not be able to show up in their best self or the way they would like to in this connection. Something along those lines. Because there is a limiting belief around what I'm able to do, what I'm able to give, how I'm able to show up. The Death card is, again, that transformation. It came up clarified by the Lover. So there is some sort of transformation of feeling, of connection, of recognition around this connection. Now, this Four of Cups, you know, I already talked about this can be a card of missed opportunity. This is a card of focusing on things that didn't work out and missing something, a cup of love. The traditional tarot is someone sitting there not realizing that there's a couple of being like the Ace of Cups being handed to this person by the universe, and this person isn't looking at it. They're focusing on three other cups. So that could be a sign of rejection. Also, again, the sign of that missed opportunity. But we have this Page of Cups. So it's like there's a feeling that this person is under the surface afraid of rejection is the way this is coming in. Like, I have this cup of love for you. I have this desire for you. I'm afraid that maybe you won't pick it up or you can't pick it up. That's, again, going back into either there is an actual like restriction on what this person's able to do in this connection. Also, I'm hearing for someone, it's like what they're willing to do. So this restriction of their own could be, you know, those abandonment issues if they're avoidant, like it's trauma that's holding them back, but that's on them to fix, guys, you know, but it's here. But there is this massive fear of rejection. Like, what if you don't take my offer? What if you don't, I'm hearing, what if you laugh at me? What if you don't understand how I'm trying to share something, because my messages always come up mixed. So the next card we have, again, we had that Star card, which is hope, optimism, wishing on a star, seeing you as a star, putting you a bit on a pedestal, but wrapped up in that is anxiety. It's the Nine of Swords, it's sleepless nights. You could be very much haunting this person's dreams, and they're trying to find the balance in it all. It's like finding the balance between hope and reality, or what their perceived reality of a situation. It's like, do I hold on to hope for this, or do I let this go? And where do I find my peace? And that could be where this person feels kind of stuck, kind of trying to figure out what the best move forward. So it's very much a feeling that's coming through right now for this person is, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute. I'm going to be like, it feels like they're kind of just stuck in this perpetual, like, hanging, you know, they're stuck in, there's a phrase, but it's on the outskirts of my head, and it's maybe a bigger phrase than I'm used to saying. And I don't know. Suspended animation. That's what I'm trying to say. So this person feels like they're stuck in suspended animation. Like life is still going on around them, but they feel stuck. You know, they feel like, I'm not sure what move is the next move to make, and if I should make that move, or if I can make this move. This Eight of Swords coming up for this person is very big, and it's tapped into this abandonment, this fear of rejection, this anxiety around not just you, but it feels like also this person gets stuck a bit in different aspects of their life. I don't know which way is the right move forward, so then I just don't instead. We have a Five of Pentacles. Again, there's that abandonment, because underneath the surface, what's holding this person is a fear of abandonment, a fear of investing times in things that just end for them. So again, the investing, that Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, but they do have this offer that they want to make in this decision. So we have this Ace of Pentacles, like, I have an offer I want to do. I have to make this decision, this Two of Swords, but the decisions are hard, because what if I put myself out there and then I'm not picked up? Again, this stems from a deep-rooted fear of abandonment. If you feel like I'm reading you, you guys could be mirroring each other, because I do feel like there's a lot of that going on. It's like two people's trauma kind of just spinning in this perpetual suspended animation, going in circles, which, you know, there is this deep connection this person feels, but here we are going through these patterns of around and around and around, and here we go again. And if the patterns aren't within you, it's patterns in this person's life, just going around and around and around. This feels like a pattern of issues that this person has, and maybe, again, self-sabotage, you know, in and out. I'm going back to this Thief, which I just heard something really sweet, because I was kind of reading this Thief as kind of a negative card, but almost like someone feeling like you stole their heart. Just kind of came in. Sorry. But I'm also hearing this person feels safe in your energy. It's just a situation they don't feel safe in. So that's what's coming up so far. Let's get some more insight into their feelings. We got a mixed bag in these cards, so we'll see what comes up. How is pile one's person feeling? How are they feeling towards them? Key on a ring. Now, this says many options, unconventional, one night stand, or string along. This person could feel like maybe if it was like a temporary kind of thing that's kind of lasted longer, they could feel like you're kind of stringing them along, that you have a lot of options, but yet they're holding the key in their hand, right? But key on a ring. I'm going to pull a couple more. There's something different about this connection for them. Oh, my stomach's growling. Sorry about that, guys. Love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness. This person definitely feels, you know, they feel a lot. I don't feel like this person likes to open up fully to those things. Again, we had a Knight of Cups, a Page of Cups. I mean, we had the Lovers here. So they see you as a partner. They see you as, you know, someone that coincides with them, you know, but there is a lot of love here, and it kind of goes around and around and around. The Snake, competition, envy, the other woman looking over your shoulder. So some of you guys, there could be an extra person in here. This person could feel a bit envious, or they have to compete for your attention. Maybe that's why also they're afraid to offer this, because it's like, what's the point? If there is, you know, those three cups, if there is a third party situation of some sort, if they feel like they're just one of many options, will their love fall flat? Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception. I do feel like this person maybe looks at your pictures a lot, looks at your social media a lot, kind of, there's a feeling of nostalgia, but for the future or for things that haven't happened. Like almost like as this, at times this person lives in like a bit of a fantasy world about you, a little bit of a dream world about you, about what could have been, what should have been, what could be. But for some reason it feels safer to this person to keep it in this suspended animation. Keep going back to that. Maybe someone's an artist and they actually draw or something. I don't know. Or even like graphic digital art kind of vibe. Or someone messes around with making art in AI. I'm like seeing someone make videos or something. I don't know. It's interesting. And that could be very much one-off. You guys know I get a lot of those. But there's this vibe of like, it's safe to keep you in this dream world because the reality of all of these feelings is very scary. The reality of having hope is also the fear of losing it all, you know? All right, we do have the runner on the bottom here. So someone could have a fear of intimacy, and some of you guys could be dealing with someone who's an avoidant, you know, and that stems from a lot of trauma. Not giving someone an excuse, just making you understand that a lot of this person's issues might not have anything to do with you per se. It's their own limitations of their own mind holding them back. Doesn't make it okay, and doesn't mean you have to give them a million shots. It's not what I'm saying, but you know, just understand that that's going on. All right, let's grab a couple more. Let's see. Beauty. This person finds you beautiful and graceful and charming and stunning. Again, they see you a bit as that star, as this like beautiful image, right? Like your image is so beautiful. And we had the camera pop up right over that. Okay. Rejection, irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. Yeah, this person is severely afraid of rejection. Even if they come across very confident, that there's that wall keeps them safe. Boundaries, no drawing the line. So, but then they only see you. So this person is a bit fixated, hypnotized, magnetized, but they are trying to balance things out, have boundaries. But this feels like boundaries of their own patterns. Like it's like creating boundaries for themselves. All right, let's see. What are some hidden truths in this connection? What are some hidden truths for pile one? Hidden truths. Deep, dark times in isolation. I need time alone. So this person is going through it. Again, this suspended animation is really going on. We have spiritual work, self-discovery. So someone could be going through a dark night of the soul. That's why things are suspended. That's something you don't realize, that this person is going through deep transformation with that death card. And it could be around their partnerships and love and what they allow in. No more bad decisions. So this person doesn't want to make any more bad decisions. They want to make the right decisions. They don't think they want to self-sabotage. They don't want to self-harm anymore. They want to make the right decision for all involved. Resurrection, the saint dead. So yeah, this is definitely like suspended but not over. And then time is up. It took too long. So this person, it does feel like they are realizing that they either need to like shit or get off the pot kind of vibe. Here, I got to do something about this. So with that said, let's look at this person's current intentions towards you and the connection. There's that death card again. Scorpio is just hovering over this energy. All right, let's see. Woo. All right, what's this person's intentions at this time? Nine of Swords. Okay. They're sitting into obsession, but then we have the Queen of Cups, which is very much follow your heart energy. Eight of Cups. The Star. Goodness. Five of Swords. So, guys, I think this person intends to think a lot about this. They do want to follow their heart and see where their heart takes them. So the Eight of Cups can be about walking away from things, right? But we're walking towards our heart desire. And this is, again, we already talked about them following their heart's desire. This is a card of leaving the things that no longer serve you to go after your heart's desire, following that hope. But this person is still grappling in their head about all of this with that Five of Swords energy. It's a fight that no one wins. I mean, he's given him, you know, very much stuck in his head about this. Sorry, this image is not your person. that it doesn't matter on gender. So I think their intention is to follow their heart, but just understand that they're still grappling with the right and the wrong and what they should do with this. So that's kind of what's going on. That's what they're feeling. Again, if I could sum it up, suspended animation would be that. But let's pull some song cards. Let's see if we can get some more messages for you there. So the point of the song cards, either if you know them, cool, or at least just to pick one of them, whatever you're drawn to, and look up the lyrics afterwards. I'll let you guys, there'll be a moment where you can take a screenshot and pick a card. So let's see. We have I'll Stand By You, The Pretenders. We have Let Go by Frau Frau. Dangerous by Sleep Token. Love that song. Love me some Sleep Token. Okay, sorry. Anytime by Brian McKnight. Perfect, Ed Sheeran. And let's see. You and Me by The Hunna. So guys, if you want to screenshot that, this song's hot. All right, sorry. I'm putting some personal. I've been a little obsessed with Sleep Token lately. Maybe someone out there has too. All right. So those, if you want to screenshot your cards, there's messages for you there. We are going to pull some message cards now from your person. I'm feeling very drawn to this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while, so we're going to see what's going to come up from it. This is a deck that my friend Amber made from Blossom and Rise. Let's see. I don't know if she still has a YouTube channel. I've had this deck forever, but let's see what wants to come out. What does this person want to say? I have mommy issues, so they could, or just have parental issues. Maybe that's where that abandonment kind of comes through. Let's create our own reality together. I need you to be patient. I need to be alone right now. That's kind of come up. This person is going through something, and so they might need space to process that. I just can't leave this situation right now. I keep falling in love with you. Wow. It's like if I try not to, I still keep doing it. Can I keep you? So if anyone's a Casper fan from the 90s, can I keep you? Pray for me. I effing love you. All right. I'm going to pull a couple more from another deck, and then we'll move on to confirmations. Or extra confirmations. Let's see. Our story isn't over yet. I can see myself with you in the future. Please be patient with me. That's come up several times, guys. That's up to you, but this person is asking for your understanding, your patience at this time. I have sexual fantasies about you. I need time. There was someone interfering with our relationship. And we have, I feel empty without you. So those are your messages, guys. That's the bulk of your reading. I'm going to move into extra confirmation. These are just meant to, oh, it's 11:11 on my little clock, which is like 6 minutes off from my regular time, but there we go. Just looked up and saw that. So maybe that's a confirmation for somebody, but we're going to move into extra confirmations. This is just meant to, if you feel like you're not sure at all. If you know this is your reading, please honor that above anything else. And even if nothing comes up that's confirmation, just trust your intuition, please, guys. Again, this is a little more for fun. And for those who really are like, I have no idea. So to see if stuff comes up. All right, let's see. Extra confirmations. So we have the Scorpio again, coming in hard on this one. We have Neptune, which is associated with Pisces. Then we have the 5th house, which is Leo. All right, let's get some of these. These are attributes. We're going to pull some more zodiac signs too, guys, so don't worry. And we had Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus all pop up. So we have a hard worker. We have life of the party. Well-rounded. And dark eyes. This person have very dark eyes. Let's get some more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we have gears. So somebody may be a gearhead or work behind the scenes, be a mechanic. We have skeleton. So something around skeletons could be important as a secret. Halloween. Someone around bones. We have the Eiffel Tower, so pears popping up. We also have a cactus, so we have the desert. We have when pigs fly, so something unbelievable. A lot just came up. I can't believe that. The key, which I feel like was here. So there could be like something. This is a similar image, which is interesting. I don't know if that really hits home for somebody. And then we have Gemini popping up again. A couple more, and then we'll do some letters and channel some names for you guys. Whoa, all right, we have money, so Britain, light eyes. So we have dark eyes and light eyes. So there could be contrasting anxious. Someone could have anxious energy, and then we have desert. So desert, we have the cactus coming up. All right, let's get some letters for you guys. And we'll see, maybe we'll channel some names or words. If you guys see stuff that I missed, just honor that and take that, please. All right, let's see. All right, we have N-N-J-A-U-T. So Jan, Janet, Janet's, Janice. We have 2 U's, 2 N's, so there could be double letters somewhere in their name or in their initials, and a P. So Pat, Patricia, Patrick, Nate, Nathan, Tanner, Natalie, JP, peanut, maybe someone has a peanut allergy or something. J-O, John, I don't know how I just missed that. I miss a lot of things, guys. So if you see stuff in a nuance, ton, Anne, Aunt, Anthony. Gosh, I need to go eat so my stomach will stop. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys, AJ, I guess is on here. I'll let you guys take that for how it fits. There are your extra confirmations for those who needed it. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. I am available for personal readings. You can find that information in the description box below. Please use the link. I've been getting a lot of emails lately asking me about my readings, and my email gets really crazy, guys. So please use the link. It takes you right to all my availability, either live or recorded readings. You can just click right there. You can find all the pricing, my options, everything. You don't have to wait back for email from me, like when I have time to actually scour through all the craziness that comes in. So please use the link in the description, guys, for booking. As always, I appreciate you guys so much, and sending you lots of love. Bye. Hello. Number 2. We are going over how is your person feeling about you, the connection, and anything else that wants to come up right now. You guys chose, I didn't say this in the intro, this is one of my all-time favorite 2 of Cups. I think this is stunning, so I'm glad you guys were drawn to this. I don't know how many people made it into this pile, but I'm excited. I didn't want to say that in the opening. I didn't want to, obscure anybody's feelings, but this is my favorite. Okay, so you guys picked this and the golden obsidian heart here, and we are going to go over how are they feeling. This is the Santa Muerte tarot. I love this tarot in general. I have an obsession with anything Day of the Dead associated, that kind of art as well. So maybe some of you guys do too, but I mean, this image, oh, okay, I'm going to stop. We're going to do a reading. We're doing a reading. We're going to start with, sorry, I'm being very real with you guys. Okay, we're going to do an energy check-in first. So the energy check-in is going to help you know if you're in the right spot. Something, if not all of it, should ring true for you. You can also ask your guides, angels, the universe, however you want to phrase that, for signs and synchronicities within the reading. Sometimes I get crazy messages that come through. I just share them because they're always for somebody. So feel free to ask. But let's start there. And if that's not your thing, if you're not into energy check-ins, this is your pile, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from that. That's totally fine as well. All right, let's see. Energy check-in pile 2. 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 Didn't pull one of these for pile 1, but I feel the need to pull one. I have no idea why, so we're just going to go with it. We go wherever the energy takes us. All right, we have balance, the number 35, which reduces to an 8. So the yin-yang symbol, balance in things. It gives me Libra vibes as well. So here we go. We have confident, self-assured, bold, and balanced. So we have balance and balance. So something balanced in this connection, maybe trying to find our balance in the connection as well. We have a Scorpio, so October 23rd through November 21st. The water is element. Their life purpose of Scorpio is teaching others how to express emotions. Oh, so weird. When I went to read this, they wrote Libra here, but this is Scorpio. That's so weird. That's weird in such a weird way. I'm a Libra. Okay, anyways, Scorpios are determined, bold, mysterious, passionate, loyal, creative. They enjoy being in control, music, and psychology. The negative traits of Scorpio is secretive, resentful, and controlling. Number 19. That's so bizarre. Look, there's a typo. Nothing's by accident. Maybe you guys there have some Libra Scorpio kind of connections. I am a 8th house Libra sun and moon, so I find that super interesting. All right, we have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving affection, falling in love. We have number 18, a child. So there could be children involved in this connection, maybe something about childhood. There could be a childhood connection as well. Maybe something about a bunny. I don't know. Take that for how that fits. I used to have a bed just like that. I had that same canopy kind of bed. Did anybody else have that bed? Why is this feeling like this pile's for me? I have no idea. All right. Put away the computer. Working less, having more fun will strengthen your relationship. So there could be someone could be working overly hard. Maybe someone's hardworking. Maybe some of you, this is a relationship met over a computer, a long distance relationship via technology, something like that could be important here. All right, we have new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So taking action, we have bold, confident action, Scorpio, Libra, inadvertently snuck up in there twice. Child kisses, and then we had you feel like sunshine. So something about this connection, you feel like sunshine, this person, this connection. Well, hot damn. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's see what comes up, guys. We are going to put this beautiful card back in. We'll see if it comes back out and how this person is feeling about you. I'm going to put our little golden obsidian right over there. We just had a candle go out. Can't let a candle go out at the very beginning of a reading. Hopefully that's not a sign. Hopefully the vibes are not burning out. Maybe this is a connection that's burning so hot that maybe it has the fear of going out. I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. Let's look in the cards. Pile 2. How is pile 2's person feeling about them? How is pile 2's person? We have a 5 of Swords here. So 5 of Swords is a fight that no one wins. It can be a fight in their own head. This person could be fighting their own thoughts about this connection. We'll see as this plays out. We have the 3 of Swords. Wow. So there is heartache. There is pain. Someone could feel a bit backstabbed. Interesting to go from this to this, guys. So this person, you may have done something that has hurt this person. There could be a third-party situation. Ooh, okay. Wasn't expecting all this to pop out. All right, but we're going to keep going. We have the 7 of Cups, options, wishful thinking a lot about this. I just heard like, I'll sacrifice myself for this connection. Wow. I'll sacrifice my own happiness for this connection. Interesting. All right, we have the Page of Swords. All right, let's clarify all these. We have a Seven of Wands. King of Swords. A lot of thinking. The Four of Cups. We have the Chariot, so Cancer energy showing up. And the overall energy is the Six of Wands. Pile two. Pile two. I keep hearing I will sacrifice myself for this. So this feels like you're dealing with a person who's willing to there's two distinctive stories coming out. And I hate when that happens because I don't want to be like, I try to be all inclusive. However, a lot of you guys might have picked this. So on one side of this, there is someone that's very heartbroken. They just want answers. They want clarity. They're overthinking. They feel rejected. They are not feeling good about this. They see you as like pretty much like the shining star. There's I want to communicate with you. I want to move forward. I feel like there's so many challenges. I keep fighting through these challenges. So on one side, it feels like very defeated. Now, I guess this could still be the similar story, but it's another perspective that's kind of coming in. For some of you, you're dealing with a person that is like self-sacrificing just to be near you. Like this person sees you as the star. They want to give you the world. This is like the sugar daddy of the tarot, the King of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, I keep hearing like, I'll sacrifice my own happiness just to be near you. So there could be a bit of obsessiveness going on within this connection, within this person, but to the point that they actually recognize that they're being obsessive, but they're going to keep climbing that mountain with that Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is energy of challenges. It's the energy of defensiveness. It's like they recognize that maybe this isn't that great for them, but they're running up that hill. Like they're going fast, you know? They're going to keep on going regardless of whatever they're doing to themselves. Again, the other side, some of them, if you hurt this person's feeling very hurt, guys. Okay, so some of them are not liking this pain. Other than them, I don't know what they're willing to throw it all out on the line for this. So super, super interesting, guys. It's almost like a badge of honor for them to see how much pain they can tolerate. So your person might have some interesting like sadomasochism kind of vibes going on, like I don't know, but like to self, like it's like they thrive on the pain that they're used to, something, I don't know, it's super interesting. But this person wants to, there's also this like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person's written you a letter or written you something and they want to send it to you. They want to bridge this gap. They want to see where this could go. But there is this fear of recognize. It's like a realization that below the surface, this can never work, that this will never work out, that they're only going to end up hurt by this, but yet they can't stop it. Again, it's very like, I can't not be near you. I can't not think about you. I can't not pursue this, even if I know it's not good for me. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you watching are in a situation where you can't do much about this. You can't give to this. And that may be just one or two of you guys. Maybe most of you guys are on the other end, and maybe one or two of you guys are in this weird little caveat where you're like enjoying this person's obsession with you a little bit. Maybe unpack that a little bit, where that's coming from. But this person is willing to take the loss just to be near you. It's like, don't challenge me with a good time kind of, I don't know. Super interesting. All right, I'm going to pull some more feeling cards just because what I'm asking for feelings and what I'm getting is like the situation more than the feelings. And I want to do a feeling reading. So can we get more insight to this person's actual feelings? But I think a lot of this came up for you to understand what's going on within this person's like psyche. Like if you're feeling guilty that this situation, like they're on board. They're very well aware. They're very well aware. And some of them like it a little bit. Like for some reason, there's safety in knowing that this will never work out, but yet they can go after it. But if they always know it won't work out, then there's never really, I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, then there's control over the ending if the ending can never be realized. This could just be like a really specific reading for like one person. I don't know. It's so interesting. I mean, over here, I was like, oh, maybe this is about me. And I don't think this is about me at all. So super interesting. Okay. Let's see what comes out here. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, watching. I told you, this person is like just the very thought of you clings to the edge of their thoughts, edge of their mind, edge of their heart. Like, like I recognize that this is causing me pain, but I'm not letting go. Beginning, new direction, fresh start, chance. Like, I think this person, some of you guys, this may be a newer connection, a very deep, instantaneous newer connection. Others of you guys, this person wants, like they're holding on to, I'm hoping there's a new beginning. I'm hoping there's a fresh direction. I'm hoping there's a chance, like chance at the bottom. I'm hoping there's a chance that things could be different. That's why I'm willing to go through all this, because what if I could have you? What if this could work out? What if all these things that I'm feeling, I could actually tiptoe through? I don't know if that makes sense. Heart song, inner knowing, telepathy, intuition. This person feels extremely like there's a part of their soul that just knows your soul. Maybe there's a music connection with this heart song. There's an inner knowing. They feel like telepathically they're connected to you. Intuitively, they feel connected to you, even if it doesn't make sense. Again, that's why it's starting to make sense why this person is willing to go through all this, or they're not willing to give up just yet. Because it might not make sense on paper, but like it makes sense in their soul and their heart. Unspoken regrets, lost words, disappointment. This is coming up over this message I'm getting around, like a written message, like I'm trying to find a way to get a message to you, bridge the gap, sending you messages. So if you are connected with this person on social media, I wouldn't be surprised if they're sending you messages like indirectly. So if you're like, is that for me? Like, it probably is, because there's a lot of unspoken things going on. There's so much more below or beneath the surface that this person is feeling. All right, let's pull a couple more. Secret admirer, suppression, resistance, shyness. So yeah, they are watching. They're keeping an eye on you. Some of you, like, maybe you went to watch about somebody else and now you're like, huh. This person, yeah. Like, it feels like it has to also be kept a secret. Limit, final straw, overload, breaking point. So this person, though, may be at their breaking point. They may be on tiptoeing on the edge of fear and a good time. Because below, I mean, that's some intense energy. We have that 3 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. So this person is sitting in these feelings. So they might not be expressing all of that to you. You might be seeing the lighter side of this person, but deep down, like, they could be reaching that limit of how much more can I take. But also this person might be a limit pusher as well. All right, we have unconditional, innocent, support, whole heart. So there's unconditional love for you. Epiphany, realizations, understanding. So they could have an epiphany around how unconditional they feel towards this, how much they want this, how connected they do feel. Let's see what else comes up. This person feeling. Karmic relationship. So resentment triggers perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, fleeting. With a karmic relationship, this could be a karmic relationship. Maybe you're meant to be in each other's lives to teach them lessons. Maybe you're in their life to teach them a lesson. There could be unfinished soul contracts going on. Things from, if you believe in all that, another life, kind of bridging the gap here. Maybe, we typically, like, karmic relation comes up as a very negative thing, but maybe there's some bigger things at play here. For those of you that this person is very hurt by you, they could have a lot of resentment and triggers. Maybe you have resentment and triggers, and maybe hearing that it's just a karmic relationship. You know, I think all relationships have karma. That's our lessons, they're contracts. It's the things that need to be balanced out this lifetime, right? Karma is balance. We have 2 cards talking about balance that came in. Maybe that can be freeing for some of you. I know I have in the past, a relationship popped up and I was feeling bad as I'm reading, talking about just being a karmic relationship. And a friend told me that's exactly what I needed to hear. So thank you for that reading, even though it was hard to do. So take that if it fits. Paradise, happiness, joy, playful, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So it's like when it's good, but there is this just below the surface, but this person sees you as an escape, a paradise. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chase. So this person could have codependent issues. They are chasing after you. They feel like they can't get enough of you. That could just be their vibe. I mean, again, there could be some lessons tied up in that they need to learn for themselves. Let's look into some hidden truths in this connection that you might not realize. Hidden truths. Living in fear. This person is living in fear. And they may try to come across stronger than they are letting on. Hidden desires, hidden intentions. So they are trying to conceal a lot of this. Too many cards fill out. Mastering a karmic lesson. So there are some lessons that, like deep lessons that are going on that this person is working through, or your connection is balancing out. Fears and anxieties. Wow, this has come up a couple times. But a reconciliation is coming. Rest and recovery before a restart. So again, there's like, I want this new start. This next phase, like the holding out hope for this restart of this connection. We also have like another written kind of thing going on. All right, let's see. Since I pulled these, I feel like, I don't know. This is a random deck I made like almost 6 years ago. Adventure. Okay, this person sees you a bit of an adventure. I'm fighting a battle that I can't win. Yeah, that kind of came up. Like I'm going through this. I want you. I want this, but I don't know if I'm going to win this. I'm fighting for this, but I recognize I can't win it. Please smile. So this person does love the way you smile. There's something in your smile that they see, but there's a lot of fear here. I think that's part of this reading for you guys to understand how much fear this person is. Even though they're projecting confidence, balance, reassured, happiness, connection, there's a lot of fear and below in this person's emotional state. Oh, hold on. I just dropped. I'll take those. Put the rest down. Okay, so we have reconnect, daydream. Like it's like their favorite pastime is to daydream about you. Loyalty. They feel very loyal and guided towards this connection and towards you. It's like, it feels like I'm doing this mission as hard as it is because I feel like I have to. I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be in this connection. I'm meant to know you for whatever reason. And again, that could be where this karma kind of like, again, soul contracts are kind of playing behind the scenes. Okay, let's see what this person's intentions at this time are. What is this person's intentions? I also feel like they need to pull some advice cards at the end of this one. This is an interesting pile, guys. All right. Let's see this person's intentions at this time. Did I drop a card? No. Seven of Cups. Okay, really kind of trying to figure out. They intend to kind of sort through their options. The world, or the wheel, sorry. This is things to shift and change. The Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands, Temperance. We have the Strength card, the Leo card. intentions. All right, guys, so the way this feels, this person, it feels like they are going to make some sort of choice to try to move things in their favor, but they're also willing to take the loss or keep waiting for balance. And they're trying to, like, it's like a sense of pride for them, like how much they can endure. And your person's interesting, guys. We have that Three of Swords, right, in healing that pain and becoming empowered. It's like a badge of honor for them to go through this for some reason. Maybe they've been through, maybe a lot of this pain that they're dealing with is bigger than you, as maybe it's from a past relationship, a relationship before you, but it's like you're helping them, just this connection with you is helping them work through all of that. And it's like they need to get through it all, and you're kind of like the springboard for that, you know? Maybe they're using you a little bit to, no, I'm just kidding. But ultimately, this person wants to have strength and balance in all of this. So, yeah. All right, we are going to pull some song cards and some channel message cards, and then I'm going to pull advice cards for you guys before I do extra confirmations. So I'm going to put those right there so I don't forget. I forget things often. Good intentions, and then my brain goes elsewhere. So with the song cards, if you know the song, cool. If you don't and you feel compelled to look up the lyrics, there'll be a message for you. There'll be a chance to screenshot this once I get them all down, guys. So Shooting for the Stars, Bag Raiders. Ouch. We have Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. We have Deep Blue, The Midnight. Ah, oh my gosh, I'm just a mess. We have Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Always Be My Baby, my Mariah Carey. Oops. I don't know where that was. Okay. I Provider by Sleep Token flipped over. I saw I'm Up With You by Modern English, but I lost it. Asai Fu by Juan Gabriel. All right, guys, so those are your song cards. Let's pull some message cards. I feel the need to use this Cupid's Desire, so we'll see what pops out. Interesting. I don't normally use this deck too much in readings because there's some risky stuff in here. Discovery. You are everything I never knew I always wanted. Round 2. Don't fall asleep yet. I'm not done with you. I want more. I love to run my fingers softly while you sigh. Okay. Come here, pulling you from one side of the bed to the other. Irreplaceable. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work. I still want you. All right, let's see. I'm in a much better headspace now. Our connection still affects me. I just wasn't ready for you. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. I got spooked. Your intensity frightens and allures me at the same time. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. All right, let's pull, we'll do our extra confirmations in a minute, but I feel the need to pull a message card for somebody. Or not a message card, an advice card. So what is the advice repelled to? Listen to the nudges. Your soul is guiding you all of the time. If you need to know something, it will try to show you what it is. Listen to the nudges. So you're being guided to listen to the nudges of your soul when it comes to this connection. Then is it yours? You're an empath. Ask yourself, is it mine? If it's not, let it go. You don't have to feel everyone else's feelings. Stop thinking, start feeling. Thinking won't bring you further in the journey. Tune into your heart and feel. So those are some of your messages, guys. All right, let's do extra confirmation. For those of you who are like, I'm not sure if this is my pile. If you know this is your pile, like if you're like, yep, that's my situation, please honor that, even if nothing comes up here. But these are just kind of for extra fun confirmations, or for those that are feeling really like stuck if this is theirs or not. Okay, so we have first house Aries, we have Sagittarius energy, we have Neptune energy, which is Pisces, I think. Why am I drawing a blank on that? Yeah, Pisces, okay. We have hard life, light eyes, from the past, funny, and third party. All right, we have Aquarius, tropical, and Pisces coming up. All right, let's do some letters. So with this, we channel some names. If you see something that I missed, just honor that. Same with like words and things like that. So let's see. We have B-N-O-O-H. Boo. All right. Boone, Hoon, Ohio, U-T-N-A. Utah. Bats. Ho. Who. Tanner. A lot of similar letters that came up from pile 1. Tabitha. Thanos. No, I don't know. I'm gonna we have Han. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna let you guys look at that. There's interesting confirmations. Not a lot came up, so maybe this is very specific to one person. I don't know. Just the reader. So again, was my favorite deck. Interesting reading. I hope whoever this message was for, it found you. I'm going to make sense to you. I always have to remind myself not everything's meant to make sense to me. As long as it makes sense to you, it's totally fine. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box. I have a link there that'll take you right to a booking page where you can book from, either a live reading or a recorded reading, depending on price point and your availability and my availability. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You picked the beautiful carnelian heart here, and the Naked Heart Tarot with a very cool 2 of Cups with actual hearts in those cups. So we are going over what is your person feeling for you, how are they feeling about you, the connection, and anything else that wants to come up. I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through to you see me start pulling from the tarot. For the rest of you guys that enjoy the energy check-in, let's start there. So the point of this is for something, if not all of it, to ring true for you or your situation, just to help you know you're in the right spot. And not all of it will fit for everybody, and that's fine, but some of it does. So let's see. You can also ask for signs of synchronicities to come up within the reading as well. This one wants to come out too. We're going to twofer from that deck. All right, energy check-in. Pile 3. Check-in pile 3. And check-in pile 3. All right, let's see what we got. And we have a train in the background, which I don't normally can hear a train from my place. So that might be a sign for somebody, a train horn. Interesting. All right, we have insecure, self-doubt, comparing, self-loathing. And again, a train. Rejection with one number 38, one match lit, and one kind of burnt up. Interesting. All right, we have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, meeting hesitation. And we have the butterfly, this relationship evolving into the next phase, healing inner child and growth. Maybe someone has some insecurities around rejection. We have Pisces, life purpose dedicated to serving others. Pisces are compassionate, devoted, dreamers, gracious and sensitive. They enjoy retreats, daydreaming, and forming deep connections. We have the number 23 on here. It says negative traits, escapist, secretive, and pessimistic. We have thoughts, and then we have someone painting. We have a woman's picture back here. Number 16, someone heavily in thoughts. We have a friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So maybe some of you, the start is a friendship or starting off as a friendship. Maybe someone has insecurities around being rejected. If this is just a friendship, or you're not sure if this Cupid arrow is kind of going somewhere else. And then we have a new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. So, you know, there could be, yeah, kind of this vibe where something's happening, going from perceived rejection into something else. So if any of that rings true for you, listen. Also, someone might be into archery, all of a sudden I just heard. So that could be where that Cupid's arrow is coming in. But let's get into this. So if you're in the right spot, let's put this guy right over here. We're going to put our Two of Cups back in the pile and see if it comes back out. So far, none of the Two of Cups come back out in the readings, which is fine. But let's see. Again, this is the Naked Heart Tarot. Pile 3. How is their person feeling about them and the connection? We start off with the Fool. So new phase, new beginning. That was already kind of here. Fresh start. We have a Six of Swords, which is moving from chaos to calm. We have an Eight of Cups. That's about walking away, but it's walking away from things that no longer serve us to go after our heart's desire. Ten of Swords, though. Interesting. Okay, this is walking away. This is an ending. It's the ending of a difficult situation. Let's clarify this. We have a Ten of Cups. We have the Chariot, which is also about, these two cards are about forward momentum. But then we have like hope and excitement and all this forward momentum, and then some sort of ending coming in here. Innocence of Wands, or the Page of Wands. And we have a Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay, well, this ending is around anxiety around a choice. So this doesn't have to be an ending between you guys, which I was kind of worried how that was fitting in, but this makes a lot more sense. The overall energy is a Temperance, even though this looks like a very Libra-like card. So, but the Temperance is Sagittarius energy. What is underneath here? Spirit of Wands. So that is the King of Wands. So what I think is going on is this person, if this is a newer connection, or if this connection moving, this person definitely wants to see where this can go. There's a lot of feelings with this Ten of Cups, like a lot of feelings. This is going from chaos to calm and moving forward momentum, seeing where this goes. This is a person walking away from things that no longer serve them. That could be their rejection, their fear of insecurity, and kind of taking this little tiptoe step. Page of the pages are immature. They're newer energy. Doesn't mean that this person's immature, but it's like a little like baby step, if you will, into this fire, into this passion that they're being drawn to. And what it's ending is the anxiety around a choice, and this person is bringing things into balance. So what I get from all of this, you know, we don't just halt on one card, right? We look at the whole picture. That this person is trying to bring balance to this. They're trying to figure out the best way forward, because this person has a lot of feelings with this. Now they're below the surface here, but there's a lot, and they want to move forward. They want to see where this could go. They kind of want to go after their heart's desire. They could be dealing with insecurities and rejection, but they're being pulled by Cupid's arrow here, and they want to see where this could go. So it's like, okay, in order to move forward and in order to bring this into balance, in order to get anywhere, I'm going to have to end this craziness in my head, and I'm going to have to make a choice. So situations can be different for all of you guys. These are general readings, so take it for how it fits. So I might just be describing the feelings, but not describing your exact situation. That's fine. Just take it for how it fits, because I'm also hearing like, there is like maybe a choice between two people for some of you, a choice between a person and like a dream or a goal or a decision to go somewhere. I don't know, like something like that is kind of coming up. So take it for how it fits. The feeling though, the feeling is like, I want to end this racing mind of mine. I want to make a choice. I don't want to be caught up by my own anxieties, my own insecurities, and I gotta be more forceful in a decision. I want to be more balanced. I want to be more balanced in this. I want to show up the way that I'm supposed to show up. You know, and Temperance is kind of like balancing that masculine and feminine energy. My clock says 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, still more forward momentum, kind of with what this person wants, going after what they desire, going confidently. So the King of Wands is stepping into a confident energy. He is confident. He's not insecure. He's not self-loathing. Like, so this person, you know, regardless of gender, just I'm referring to he as the king, but that energy of confidence, the energy of self-assurance, the energy of being bold, a leader, charming, courage, all those things, you know, really stepping and finding the balance there. 4 of Swords, and between inaction and action, even if it's a baby step with a slow momentum. So I really think that this person, even though I'm looking for feelings, we do have feelings here. And again, it's bubbling below the surface. It's coming up. It's new again. So I wouldn't be surprised if that friendship line kind of rings very true for a lot of you guys, where, you know, like maybe we're just friends. Maybe it was something like that, but something more is coming from this. Let's get into some more feeling cards just to kind of see what's going on here. How is this person feeling? How is a pile 3 feeling? Tension, turbulence, argument, stress. This kind of feels like some of you guys, this could be within the connection. Maybe that's ending this around, maybe someone gave an ultimatum here too. That kind of feels like there's an ultimatum kind of thing. But they are feeling tense about it. Loss. Grief, sorrow, pain. There could be afraid of the rejection. If some sort of choice wasn't made and you walked away from this person, they could be feeling that loss. Here, they want to bring things back into balance, however that looks for you guys. Depth, complexity, awareness, importance. So there's a high in importance on here. There's a high complexity. I hate when I drop cards. I think Spirit sometimes know I have back issues. Bending over, I'm like, oh, okay. We have concealing, secret, mystery, hiding. So they are still kind of trying to figure out how to be honest and open about all of this. So maybe it's a push-pull between staying friends or telling you the truth of how they feel. Like, I want to move forward. I want to be honest. I want to follow my heart's desire, but I'm still having a hard time, but I want to bring this into balance. Death. This relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Interesting. So if this 10 of Swords, if you guys are in like this person walked away, this is over, then maybe you need to take that and maybe see that this person is just trying to bring their life overall in general, and that this could be over for some of you. Some of you guys, we could look at the death card, which is death and rebirth, but this does very much say that. So if this is over, they could be feeling the tension of this loss, maybe concealing how they're feeling, okay? But I feel the need. This message is not for everyone. Please don't come after me. If this doesn't sit right with you, then it's not for you. But if you're holding on to this and it's hurting you, and this person has walked away and they're not showing you any signs, and you are desperately going from reading to look for reassurance that this isn't over, but a part of you feels like you need to accept it, then I know this is a hard message, but it's for someone. Please understand, you deserve someone to show up for you 100%. And if you feel that drawn to this person, then maybe it's not the right time. So let this person go on their own adventure. Maybe they have other soul contracts they need to clear up, and you can't learn everything you need to learn from one person. So let this go and go about your own life for right now. And again, if you really feel like this is something for you, that's fine. Put it on a shelf, but continue to live your life. But some of you guys someone out there needs to accept that maybe this is over. And if this is causing you a lot of strife and grief and pain because you're watching readings saying that they're coming back and they're not showing up that way, trust how they're acting in the 3D, okay? I'm so sorry. I know that's a really hard message, but someone needs to like free themselves from the constraints of this, and you deserve really good things, and this is holding you back from seeing those, okay? And that's said with the most love and energetic hug that I can possibly send to you, whoever this is for, and I'm so sorry. But you deserve to be free from this. It's only chained up if you make it chained up, if you stay stuck in here. And by watching readings over and over and hoping for a result that isn't showing up is keeping you stuck, friend. And you need to let it go, okay? All right, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for whoever and anyone that, if that message wasn't for you, but you know how that feels, can we all send that person love? And I hope that they find that. And I hope that they find the peace and the release from that and learn to smile and be happy again, because life isn't meant to be miserable, okay? Sending you all the love. All right, so then we have a sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection. So I think there's a truth, there's an honesty, there's an effort that this person wants to come out and wants to convey. Again, I keep going back to this, I need balance, we need balance, we need to bring this back into balance. And some of you guys, this is a good thing, some of you guys, this is an understanding. Cupid's arrow, which we've had twice, so that has come in. So have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. And then we have seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party, temptation. So there's a lot of seduction, there is a lot of feelings here. Again, if that message was for you, please just, in this reading now, go watch some videos about soul growth and letting go and loving yourself. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta clear that for a second, guys. Thank you for your compassion, your empathy, and your patience for whoever that message was for, guys. And just send them so much love, guys. Send it all to them. Someone really needs that very, very much. Okay, so we are going to look into hidden truths and challenges in this connection. Gosh, I want to cry for that person. I've been there, and I know what that's like, and I know what it's like after that, you know, when you finally let it go and move on, and it can be so freeing, something that you thought you'd be trapped in forever, and it doesn't have to be that way. So, all right. Anyways, back to the rest of you guys. Hidden truths in this connection. Reciprocity, adjustments are being made. Karma is at work here. So some things need to balance out. Karma is balanced. Karma is only a B if we are, right? Karma is only a bitch if you are, friends. Karma is balance. Karma is here to adjust and even things out, right? That's karma's job. Also, you know, this is perspective, but some people see karma as our soul contracts and the things that we're working through in these lives, you know. Again, karma isn't necessarily bad, but karma is at play. No distance will keep you apart. Lurking in the shadows and caught up in the emotions. So some hidden truths here that this person, you know, karma is at play. Things are working out. Again, not all lessons we are learning from one person, guys. So sometimes if your person is involved in someone else, with something else, and that's hurtful to you, just understand that maybe that's not the lesson I wanted to play out with them, right? You know, sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. So if they're working something out with somebody else, let that happen. And if you know, let things play out as they should. But things are lurking in the shadow. This person is caught up in their emotions, but no distance will keep them apart, and adjustments are being made, but karma is balancing things out. Again, the balance is huge here. Things coming into balance with this person, their feelings, what they want, all of this balancing out, because you deserve a balanced version of them and they deserve a balanced version of you. Okay. All right. But let's look into this person's current intentions. Hold on, I got to kind of shuffle this up. I forgot to shuffle in between the last pile. Let me mix all those up right now. Let's shuffle. I love this little deck. It's just not the easiest to shuffle. And I have the big version of this too, but for some reason with the intentions, I like to use my little mini decks sometimes. All right, what's this person's intentions towards the viewer, please? The Sun. Well, that's nice. The happiest card in all of tarot. The Four of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles that fell out in my lap in reverse. I wasn't going to take reversals, but I'll take it. Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So, the intentions. Brand new, passionate beginning. We have happiness. Though this is a card of inaction, though, guys. So, this intention is to find the happiness, kind of heal through some stuff. We do have this girl kind of sleeping with her heart outside of herself. So, maybe healing some stuff from the outside in. Letting go of any sort of self-loathing, abandonment, those kinds of things, and recognizing that they can stand. They're not giving up on them. This is persistent energy, and then having some new sort of passionate beginning. So I would say at this time, this person wants to bring happiness and light to the situation. They're not giving up on this, but there may be a pause for healing going on before this fresh new start going on with them. All right, so let's do our song cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, cool. If you don't, but you feel so compelled, look up the lyrics. There'll be a message for you in the lyrics. I typically pull them all out, and then you guys can screenshot them and pick one, pick more, whatever you want to do. So we have two fill out. So Wish You Were Here by Florence and the Machine. Provider by Sleep Token. I have a new obsession with Sleep Token. Like obsessed. I love that song too. Anyways. Songbird by Fleetwood Mac and Christine McVie. Just Like Heaven, The Cure. We have Fortress Around Your Heart, Sting. And Such Great Heights, Postal Service. So if you guys want to screenshot that, pick one of the songs. If you like weird music that has like a metal vibe, please look into this song. That's some hot lyrics from that band. That's all I have to say. Okay. Anyways, those are your songs. Let's get you some message cards, friends. There's one from a different deck that's stuck between these, so we're going to keep that. You Make Me Feel So Special. I got stuck in there. It's not from these decks, but we'll take it. All right. I should have been honest about my feelings. You're like an angel in my life. I can't go against my family. I need time to figure this out. Can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? I'm sorry that I criticized you. My deck's about to fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Thank you. All right. Everything you touch turns to gold. You're pure magic. Just tell me how you feel. I see you as my life partner. Your heart is like no other I've known. There's a lot I want to say to you right now. I want to make love to you. You were right. I should have listened to you. Why do you keep breaking my heart? And let's start over. And remember, you don't need me to be happy. Happiness comes from within, my love. All right, so that's the bulk of our reading. We're going to move into some extra confirmations for those who need it. If you already know this is your reading and your stuff doesn't pop up, just trust that it was your reading. This is really just for either fun or just if you're really like, I have no idea if this is really for me, I need extra confirmation, this will be yours. So we have, forget what symbol this is. Why don't I remember on this dice? Hold on a second. That's Pluto. Who would this be? Oh, this is Uranus. Okay, Uranus. So Aquarius. First house is Aries. Pisces energy. We have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Middle East, watches social media, Africa, in Foreign. We have Virgo and a horseshoe for luck. Oh, I forgot we have these. Extra confirmations, pile 3. Dark hair, spontaneous, and very attractive. Like very attractive. W, C, T, W, I, E, O, and T. I had weird letters from this one. I don't even know what to make. Tie, toe. I'm hearing tongue-tied for some reason. Wet. Caught. Quixote. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys look at that wit. Take those confirmations if they fit for you. They're very specific, but there we go. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Use the link and it'll take you right to my booking page where you can book either live readings or readings based off of questions, and they're recorded, similar to this format, but just specifically for you based on your questions and background, depending on your availability and price point. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and have a good one, guys. Bye.